Here's looking at you, kid.
Here's looking at me, kid. Wait.
Had it reversed.
Nobody's here yet, so on YouTube. But you can say hi to the TikTok
Good
peoples and
morning,
the Facebooky
TikTokers.
peoples.
Yes, indeed. We're live on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook.
And Facebook.
Oh, good. We're live on Facebook also.
Hi, Facebook.
Like I was telling Dennis, as you guys know, we like to educate everyone about Africanized bees, killer bees. They're everywhere, coming to a neighborhood near you.
Hi, Tina.
They are literally everywhere. They're in all the lower 48 states now. And in the beginning, of course, we thought that they couldn't live where it was cold. That was the big thought on it anyway. Well,
Hi,
if they couldn't before, they adapt.
Mr. Mojo,
I used to
Jeff.
say evolve, but this isn't millions of years. They adapt.
KK.
They change their behavior
Albert.
according to conditions,
Hello.
so they can live. So they live. Oh my God, wherever. Okay, what the
Mike.
host came up with a great one.
Jeannie.
Wherever European bees can
Little Witch.
survive,
Hey,
these guys can
Donald.
thrive.
Keith.
They can do actually
Daisy
better.
Ranger.
They store twice as much honey.
Hello, Maddie Lee. Everybody's popping on now.
Oh yeah.
Like,
man, YouTube. Good morning,
Happy Friday.
Travis is trying to say good morning, everyone.
Happy morning. Happy morning, everybody.
Welcome to the Hive. We're here at Sierra Vista. If you missed the intro, this is Dennis.
Hi.
And Dennis's wife, Kate, actually is the secretary at the church, St. Andrew's, that beautiful church over here, where we did the bees yesterday morning.
And what are we doing again today, Reed?
Huh?
What are we doing now? Today?
What are we doing
What are we
again?
doing? Again?
Well, the people weren't on. They don't know what we're doing.
I know, so tell them.
Oh, I am. I'm trying to tell them. Would you shut? Jesus. I tell you. Get in the truck. No, anyway. We're like this all the time. So, she's the secretary at the church where we did the bees yesterday. She calls me up yesterday afternoon, for those of you just joining us, and said, are you still in town? I got a check for you. I went, oh, that'd be nice, but no. She said, we have bees in our backyard. Do you want to come by tomorrow? Kill 2 bees with 1 stone. So, sure, of course.
Hi, Tara.
And these guys have
Hi.
grandkids coming in a couple of weeks. Thank God it's not tomorrow.
Yes.
I asked Kate that this morning. I said, so when are the kids coming? Because if it was tomorrow,
Hi,
it'd be close.
Amy.
Yep. I told her it needed to be done way ahead of time.
Thanks for my name.
I
Right.
love this guy. He is spot on. He knows the dangers. He knows these are not our grandfather's honeybees. So, we got it all planned out to come here and take care of the bees for Kate and Dennis before the kids get here in a couple of weeks. You'll be good to go by then.
Okay.
You know. And of course, you're going to have bees farting around even after we leave, the remnant bees, because with a normal hive, you've got 2,000 to 5,000 bees out working in the field, and they're going to come back along with all of them that come out to defend the hive.
Right.
Because we have to take that lid off. So there's no like nuke and seal. Like if they were coming and going out of a crack here, then we would kill the hive, seal the hole, and guarantee it for 2 years. You know, like they were back in that wall behind that tree. So he did have a hive before behind a tree on a barrier
Hi,
wall.
Gary. Hello.
And so we're going to go look at that also, guys. But for now, come on, let's go take a peek at what our water meter looks like. This is absolutely beautiful. I love these old school neighborhoods down here. Isn't this like 70s?
Oh yes, it is. It's
Yeah.
well, I think it was made or developed in 1972.
72. Old school neighborhoods. I just love them down here with the big lots. I mean, big yards. Just awesome. So if you turn around and look right by the grill at the ground, that's the water meter box. See him, Hosh?
Yep.
Of course, Hosh does. Hosh is like... Now, Dennis said that this morning they were super active.
Oops, sorry.
Yes. They were swarming right above the hatch for probably 20, 30 minutes.
Wow. They heard we were coming. Yeah.
And that's the first time I'd seen
That activity?
that level. of
Yeah.
activity.
Wow. So, of course, and you can watch from the window, of course, and get your camera out or whatever. Before we rile these guys up, though, I want to go back to this tree and take a quick look and make sure there's nobody still in that wall. And so we're going to do that quick here, Dennis, and see what's going on.
Okay.
Then we're going to get suited up, get our cooling vests on so we don't overheat.
Right.
We have the coolest cooling vests. They look like bulletproof. It's awesome.
Okay. I'll let you do your thing then.
All right, thank you, sir. If you hear what sounds like a little girl screaming, it's one of them. Okay, it's all of us, whatever. Anyway, welcome to the Hive. Good morning, everyone.
So you were saying you did these here before.
No, I have not. But he said they were behind this big tree here, coming and going out of this wall. So I told him he thinks that they went away, and so I told him we'd do a survey, which we like to do.
Not seeing any
Any activity?
It's got to be Facebook. Sorry.
Oh, right here. Yep, he's got a hive.
And the second one?
Yep, right there. See us painting?
Oh. Oh, wow.
Well,
Okay.
am I glad we did a survey? Can
Right.
everybody see that up in there? That big ass crack?
Man, look at that staining.
Look
It's
at that
right.
staining. That is an old,
Up in there.
big hive, and that has got to be done at the same time.
So we got to pay attention because a hive that big and that old, they may have multiple entrances.
They might have multiple entrances, and unfortunately, it's on the other side of the damn neighbor's yard. We're going to have to go tell Dennis this. This is really unfortunate for them.
This is an alley back here.
Oh,
Wow, that is huge. Yes, it is, Lee, and we don't even know how huge.
2 hives. This happens all the time. You guys know.
Not the neighbor's yard.
Not the neighbor's yard. So Hosh is down there looking over the fence. You see Hosh down there looking over the fence? Is that gate open further down there? To your right? He might have a key. I don't want to.
It won't. No. Oh wait. Oh, hang on. Let me see. Let
It's
me
locked?
see.
It will open, but it's locked.
Okay,
Hold
we'll
on.
get a key for
I
him.
have a zoom in request, and I think I can now because since right now I don't have my gloves on. It's the only time I'm gonna be able to zoom
We
for you
don't have our
guys.
suits on yet, but
I know.
we have 2 hives,
I'm gonna
guys.
try to zoom.
Wow.
my
I'm gonna let you
life.
guys look at this while I go talk.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that as well as you
Yeah.
guys.
We
Let's
got the
see.
combination for that.
So I hope I'm zooming. I'm zooming on
5
one.
o'clock on it.
Right there, you go back. And I'm going back. So that's all I can do, guys, right now, just for safety's sake, because I don't have my suit on, and we don't want to piss them off.
Yeah.
You wanna? Oh, Facebook came back. Holy
We
shit!
may have, like I said, we may have multiple entrances. That's a lot of staining, right?
Yeah. It was wicked dark.
That's crazy.
Did you see the other side? Could you look over? You're tall.
I didn't see.
You don't
any
want to risk your life
activity,
and
but it
stick
doesn't
your
mean there aren't other
unhooded
doors.
head over there?
What's that?
Yes, Lee, I will get suited up.
Yeah.
I'm just Josh. I'm Josh and Hosh.
So sometimes we bring you guys. This part of the job is what we call the assessment. Sometimes we bring you guys with us for the assessment. Sometimes we do the assessment and then we put our suits on and then we get the cameras rolling. For whatever reason
You're
today, I
welcome.
went ahead and got it going. So be patient with us. The assessment is usually, that's always what it takes a little bit of of time. So I know sometimes some of you guys get impatient, but patience is a virtue. So
And Facebook, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's that phone or what. Facebook constantly shuts off.
yeah, the app
It's
is
gotta
too
be some
hard.
of the app.
Do you want to just do a capture on it?
We should do a capture, but I mean, I have to suit up anyway, so you can
Yeah.
do with the gloves.
Gate over here. So Dennis, I want to show you. We can see right through here, and you know.
No, I haven't sealed the hole in my suit.
See right
Oh,
through
did you
there?
fix it?
No,
You see how it's dark?
I'm not worried about it.
Huh?
Oh, they were asking if I sealed the hole in my suit.
Oh, holiness.
Oh,
I guess I could throw a piece of tape on there, but I'm really not too worried about it for a few reasons.
somebody said you could be the play B centerfold.
I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Horribly.
What's that?
Do you want to follow that? Or are you gonna
Yeah,
follow my
yeah, I'll
suit?
go with them.
All right.
Oh, okay.
They don't need to see.
There are no secondary holes. Well, a little bit more exciting than what we do. It always is. We never know what we're getting into. Then, of course, one thing that always worries me is I see a little shed like that over there.
Sure, of course.
You know what I think?
Yep.
It's amazing, Dennis, after 30 plus years of doing this, every building I look at.
Yeah, becomes possible.
Oh, look at that beehive. And
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be old construction. Brand new. We've removed bees that chased off all the construction workers. Like putting in HVAC units and shit, you know?
There's only a certain amount of prevention that you can do.
Correct.
You
And
can
even-
do things to prevent,
It
but
used to be
at the
you
end
could-
of the day,
most preventative thing you can do was live in Antarctica, but even that's under.
right.
So of
So-
course, what we're doing is looking for secondary holes wherever some mortar is falling out.
Yeah, because
See
we're
if-
in a neighborhood. We don't need a bee bomb going
We
off.
don't need a bee bomb going off here in the hood. Now
So
they're,
here-
directly
they're
on
in
the other
this
side of
wall.
this.
Yep.
And so this is really good news, Dennis. I don't see any holes over here.
Yeah, I haven't
Okay, this is really good news. Because when you ring the doorbell on the front door, guess what? They all get nuts, you know?
Yeah. 0 to 90 in 2.5,
Yeah, right,
obviously.
yeah.
That was a huge lesson on that front
That's exactly
for
right.
me.
And lately, of course, we've had some that just blow up. All we have to do is look at them. They blow up. Crazy. Anything down there, host?
Not that I'm seeing. Not on this property. Anyway, gang, for those of you who are new to the channel, we are killer bee exterminators. Killer bees were created in a Brazilian laboratory in 1957, and they escaped. And they've spread all over the place, and they entered the U.S. We're good. Entered the U.S. about 30 years ago. What's that? Didn't see any.
We're good?
Yeah, I wish we were good.
Yeah, so does everybody else. All right, Killer Bee Nation. Yeah. Dead little owl.
Dead little something.
Dead little bird. Okay, well, here we go, guys. Let's go get on our cooling vest. We know what we're doing. I'm glad we took a look at that, Dennis. Take care of that for you. Now, the one in the block is a root conceal, which is where we kill the hive, just like I was saying, seal up the hole, guarantee it for 2 years. We're basically mitigating the threat, which is what we're doing no matter what we're doing.
Right.
But the other one is not a new conceal. That's where we take the lid off and all hell breaks loose and oh God almighty.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be more exciting to watch through your screen door there. That'll. As long as your screen door doesn't have any holes in it.
So I'm assuming we'll do this one first.
Yeah, well, let's do this one first.
I'll need to grab some pesticide, some new van. There's space
Yeah,
for
new
a
van. That will take a new van for sure.
Should we just caulk it up?
It
Foam,
looks like it.
foam and caulk? Or
I
what?
think foam and caulk, because if we can entomb everything inside, I want to give this a wide berth. 2 hives, guys. Does this happen all the time or what, everyone? I mean,
Yeah.
2 hives, 1 location, and I'm being kind of stupid walking even this close. Never been stupid before. Anyway, we'll make sure that, Trez, you got your cooling vest? Oh, yeah. All right, here we go, guys. Well, Killer Bee Nation, back in the saddle. Hold on here. You got ears.
Oh.
Here, let me.
Oh, those.
Let me tuck those in.
No, specifically these again.
Hold on. Tuck those
Look
in.
at the-
Huh?
I can dress myself.
I doubt it. Apparently not. I mean,
Well, this is just, it's big. I don't have that much body here. And the vest
a couple
goes,
of bee stings and you swell up anyway.
right?
Oh, look at these cooling vests. Oh my God. Oh yeah, we gotta give, look at this, you guys. Gee whiz, we gotta give him a jar of honey. Yes, indeed. If you guys want to get some honey, go to killerbeeguy.com and get some. Do it now. Anyway, that was a word from our sponsor. So, okay, I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no, they spread all over the place over the last 30 years. You know, the first accounts are actually in Texas in the early 90s. I think like 1990. By 1998, 100% of the feral unmanaged honeybee hives in Arizona were Africanized. Now, Arizona is not the only state with 100% saturation amongst feral hives.
Oh, well.
Tennessee is 100% saturated.
Because of your perfect stat.
And while we don't officially have the stats yet, I'm pretty sure that New Mexico, Utah,
Okay.
probably Southern California.
You gloved up and ready to go?
Yeah, I'm just
All
about
gloved
ready.
up and know where to go. All right, Killer Bee Nation. It's hot already. I thank God for these cooling vests.
Oh,
Also,
that's an interesting question.
Don and
Yeah, Florida's
sending
hot.
us Lee is going to send us one of the cooling fans. They have a cooling microchip in them. I don't know what that is. Aha, there you are. I got something for you, sir. Are we on?
Yeah.
I forgot your birthday last year.
Oh, thank you. Awesome.
And I've been laying away. I've been worried about it, your birthday, and I just, I feel guilty. I feel horrible.
Well, I was definitely having honey withdrawals.
Withdrawal, see, we allow that in the hood here. This is like, this is our county. No one gets honey withdrawals around here anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. So, okay, we're gonna get suited up, obviously, and tie into it. Definitely recommend watching out there. We're gonna take care of the one behind the tree first.
Okay.
And just mitigate that thing, get it over with, and then we're gonna go to the other one.
Okay.
See what the hell's in there, so.
Okay.
All right, guys. All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, where you'll find a lot of news on killer bees is local outlets, not national news. So if you're expecting, unless things, see, they're done talking about it, is what it comes down to. So you're not going to see it, on CBS, national news or whatever. What even is national news? And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, the Smithsonian now picked up that article that we
They
saw.
did. We just posted a video.
Did you post one?
Mhm.
Oh, right on. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a short that host put up, and it's about the Smithsonian's they've been reading our mail because they're talking about how native pollinators versus honeybees, basically, because honeybees are not native. They don't belong here. They're invasive to the Western Hemisphere. And it turns out, this is very interesting, some other aspects of it that I did not cognize, and that is not only are they horrible for native pollinators, they outcompete native pollinators, and they spread disease on flowers, not to the flowers, but they'll leave diseases on the flowers that our native pollinators can pick up. Not good. Also, they've done studies now where in California they were using 3 different native California plants and did experiments with pollination or no pollination, hand pollination, honeybee pollination, and native pollinator pollination. So in isolated situations, controlled situations. Get this, where honeybees were pollinating, not native pollinators, the plants were less likely to reproduce, and if they did, they had stunted seeds. The growth was not right. So honeybees are horrible for the environment. If you, in more ways than I even thought, which is weird because I thought of everything.
Yeah.
It's just weird that they're that bad. Not just because they compete with native pollinators, spread disease, but the plants themselves suffer. They make it harder to reproduce and be fruitful. Go forth. Yeah. So honeybees are horrible.
Yeah, the bottom line is that native plants need native pollinators.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
Native plants need native pollinators. They evolved alongside one another over millions of years.
Yep.
They're lock and key. They're meant to go together. Now we've got this invasive species brought here by the colonists, and then of course the one cooked up in the laboratory in Brazil in the 1950s.
Africanization.
These things are coming through, and they're shitty. They do a shitty job.
You guys hydrated?
Except they'll pollinate your almonds.
Oh, will
Because
you
they're all the people that are dying of almond.
will you grab my water?
I
There.
hope so. That's why it tasted so
No,
weird.
that's your water. Mine's the other one. And don't spit in it.
Is that your?
Don't-
Is that, okay, it wasn't Trez's water.
That's my
whatever.
oleander water.
That's very poisonous. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
What do you think? Huh?
The water, exactly. You gotta have
Oh,
the
yeah,
water.
Yeah. I think I saw ants back there. Yes.
My aunt is not back there.
The ants is in your pants.
Actually, I don't have any aunts. I have aunts.
You have you have uncles.
I have aunties.
All right, guys. Well, obviously we're getting the mood. We're getting our bee brains on, which means goofier than shit.
I want to keep the phones as cool as
keep the phones
possible.
on the jet. So,
I love my job.
So Lee is sending one of the examples of a cooling fan for rechargeable. That was the whole thing, right? And so they go on the back of the phones that we're hoping will clamp onto the cooling device so that we can still have our system set up with the cameras. And so Don is also sending us one that looks really cool. And so
Couple
we're going to
years.
get these and see what works. That's the whole goal. What keeps the phones cool? You know that we're having record temperatures this entire week in the world. 62.9 degrees Fahrenheit average in the world. That's hotter than it's ever been recorded. It's 90 degrees in Siberia right now. What the fuck?
90 degrees in Siberia.
90
And
degrees.
what people don't realize is the chief cause of all of this hot weather are the killer bees.
That's it. They're the cause of flat tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, on any roads
Killer bees
actually.
cause about
Balding.
male pattern baldness.
Male pattern baldness.
The
Yeah.
divorce rates.
Goes up wherever Africanized bees.
60% of all divorces are caused by killer bees.
That's yeah. New stats. Yeah.
What else?
Oh, primarily any intestinal problems.
Intestinal
Yeah,
problems.
they used to think it was Montezuma's revenge. It's not.
Erectile dysfunction.
Now, just
Killer
because you
bees.
get stung there, and it looks like it's okay, it's not. You have ED.
It's definitely not okay.
Yeah. Now they're calling it BED.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Inflation.
well, we
They're
were talking about
destroying
that.
the economy.
Actually, yeah, inflation. That's all killer bees. It's amazing the
They
havoc.
suck.
They suck. Oh my God. Okay, Trevor's going to sleep. She's like, we'll be here all week. Try the veal. Try the honey-coated veal.
Yeah.
The honey-encrusted veal.
And if you haven't had veal, it's because of killer bees.
Yeah. Oh, for God's sake. If you ran out of toilet paper this morning, you know why.
Killer bees.
Killer bees. Oh no, this is a can of worms. Bees. Posh has opened up a new world of insanity for us to play with, and I'm all for it. Thank you very much for contributing to the cause.
Actually, they cause mental illness.
They cause a weird sense of humor, that's for sure. Which you better have to do this shit. We got our big blues laying around somewhere? The big boozer?
Yeah.
The big boozer? And do we have a 5-gallon or no?
It's over there.
And folks, since I cannot do zoom in, I double gloved,
Oh,
yes.
that's how you are.
Since I cannot zoom in, and I think we're going to have some eye action, I won't be able to read a lot of your comments because I'm going to be trying to put the camera and my face right up in
All
there.
right, guys. All right, here
To
we go.
give
We're getting
you
all
the
suited
best
up. Here we
view.
go. Here they come to save the day. Ain't no beehive big enough.
Just delivered to you.
So let's see. I think it's about.
Oh, I didn't see what was delivering, but it'll be a surprise.
What do you
Delivery
know
date, July 10th.
about? What about? What?
I'm guessing that's what you were just talking about, the little fans, July 10th.
What about July 10th?
Oh my God.
The little fan.
Your birthday?
No, that's July 30th.
Oh.
Hint, hint, everybody. July 30th is Chez's birthday.
Kill some fucking bees. This one's working?
You did cut it, so hopefully it will.
It's coming out of there.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So if you ever do get attacked, that person on TikTok who just said that, cover your head for cover. So get in the house.
I knew that.
Cover does not mean water. So yeah, and
All right,
then
come
and then
on.
call
Come on. Let's go kill
call
some
the
fucking
reed
bees.
in your area.
Come on, Fred. Let's go get. Okay, we're going to the tree bees first. And all right.
And that's the pot of bees.
No, I've got 3 pieces.
In where?
The orange bucket.
Okay. I'm gonna grab one. Can't wait to tie into that, huh? We're gonna need a pry bar for that one. All right, everybody.
I know I forgot the parasol, but I'll be under a tree soon. We left really early this morning.
Okay, guys, here we go. Let's go see what we got. We don't want to rile them up too much. We know about new conceals. Yeah, this is, I tell you, it's not as hot as mescal, is it, Trez?
No, definitely not.
Mescal kind of.
Definitely not. I'm
We
gonna.
have can holders here. This is nice. So there they are, everyone. What an awkward kind of place, huh? Oh, you can get your hand in there.
Mm-hmm.
Posh.
Yeah. And then we've got our other things.
So we got our main hole right here.
Yeah. When you drop them.
Yeah, drop a new vent in there too. Drop a bomb on them, buddy. So Hosh is gonna put a new vent in there.
There it goes.
It's not catching this one. Just
Awesome.
Okay.
Did it go in?
Yeah.
It is active.
Wow, that's awesome. And I think a tri-dye
Mm-hmm.
is a good idea. I'm gonna grab one of those. And raise hell with it. I got it. Here.
Please.
So we're trying.
Crack and grab a seal too if you need it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So we're trying. We don't want to light them up. We do not want them to get excited. That water meter box is going to be bad enough. So, but they already don't like the. All right. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. So this is the. I love this stuff because it's a powder, but it's an aerosol. Goes on wet and dries. Dry. You put it on for a couple of squirts at a time according to the label instructions. You always want to check on that. Awesome. Looking good. That's looking good. All right, now that we've done this, we're going to give it a second. And then I'm going to have, well, yeah, I'll have you, while I'm doing that, I will have you look for other possibility holes. Because it's happened all the time, could be up, down, we didn't even look down.
Right.
So we're going to give that a second, because now they're going to come pouring out of any side doors they have, not in attack mode, but in let's get the hell out of here mode, because they're trying to escape what we just put in there. Well, that's good for us, so we can see if they have side doors, okay? Then we can do our expanding foam, get that in there. It's a nuke seal. All right, we're going to mitigate the threat and make sure new ones don't come back. These bees have been here forever. You see the staining? This is huge. My goodness. Billions and billions of bees, trillions of bees had to live here to stain this. This is where they hang out in the evening on the porch. This is all stained by bees. This is not honey. This is propolis. That's a bee. That's actually propolis and from their little feet staining it. That's their welcome mat. That's huge. And like Dennis said, they've been here a long time. All right, now we've given it enough time. Could you guys take that camera and look down there a little bit?
Yeah.
And just see
Come on,
if,
Trev, let's see if we can find some more.
see if you can find any entrance.
Stinged by Bees was a Lifetime original movie that was absolutely stunning. I think it was 1987, Stained by Bees, and highly recommend that one. You can look it up. I think Kira Sedgwick was in it.
Speaking of holes, I don't have one on this side of my arm, do I?
You what?
There's no pull on this thing. Okay.
Nope.
Caught on the
All
branch.
right. Well, I got it started with it. You want to hand me that hose?
Yeah? This one
Or you
here?
want to go ahead and dump it in there?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and dump it in there. And if you can get it down in the hole
Yeah.
where they were coming in and going,
Yes.
so that it doesn't ooze out, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to find.
Yeah.
It worked good because that's a big door,
Right.
but their actual door is really small going down in here. Oh, there you go. I think you found it.
Oh.
Okay. A little bit more maybe. Nope, that's it. Well, you know, they could have a hole a quarter of an inch that straw won't fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here comes
yeah,
the...
brought our. So that's weird because their door is huge.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so I guess just the caulk.
Yep. Yeah. Right. We should let this. Oh boy, let's see. We should let it ooze a bit.
Okay.
Because it'll force the caulk out.
Okay.
And we just don't want to make a big mess on the wall. That's all. Mess on the wall. That's all. So even though their door was like a full 2 inches, 2.5 inches. What? Oh, you want to get over there? Of course you do.
Now you can talk.
So yeah, even though their door was, you know, a couple inches, the hole they were going into down below, tiny. Happens all the time. What do you think? Is it still oozing?
A little bit.
All right. Well, that's good. We put the right amount in to seal up their door. Now, you know, what we'll do is we'll go start on the other one, come back and caulk this up.
Okay, sounds
And that way there will be remnant bees that we can knock down. Right, guys?
Right.
So let's go ahead and go over there. We'll leave the, we're not going to need any.
No, I'm gonna get a bar or a, you know, a rod.
Rod bar? I'm going to leave
Yep.
the caulk over here. And I guess we'll take this, that, and the other thing.
You want some help?
I'll be fine. Don't mind me.
Okay.
Really? All right, Killer Bee Nation. One down, one to go. This next one, this is going to be the interesting one because there ain't no sneaking up on them. Here they are. Show everybody what's going on, Travis.
Where'd you go?
Oh,
A bee's favorite place.
do they know you're there yet?
A water box. No, because I came from behind. I'm not in their entrance path.
Okay.
If I went around the corner, I would be. We'll wait for the explosion when you lift it up. These are young.
Oh, look at the staining. Look at that. They're staining around
Oh,
there. You
they
see
are
how it's
staining.
darker?
Well, I mean, there's
That means they've
babies
been there.
already being born.
They've
that's
been
what
there
I
a little
mean.
bit, yeah. See how it's a little bit darker right there? So that's,
Which way you lifting it up? From your angle?
yeah, we're gonna lift it up from here. Oh, well, these guys are a little bit hotter.
Yeah.
All right, if not there, then under here.
I already got one on my hand.
Might be easier under
No, see, we're in the path now.
Yeah. Here they come.
I
here. Here
told
they
you.
come. Oh. Let's see how big it is. Okay. Gently as possible. Oh yeah, they've been there longer than a week. Oh my God, this is old hive, guys. This is old. Holy cow. Wow, look at this. It's been here. Look at this. We got brood comes. Man, these poor guys were living with the devil here. Oh.
Brood, it's all eggs.
Well, and I've got some, here, I got pollen here. Yep. And you got some pollen there too.
A little bit.
We'll separate it out. Now that's all. Look at this is all. They were spitting out babies. I mean, 30 hives a year. These are all baby cells. These are all brood combs. Look at this. Holy cow. This is all brood combs. This is all babies. And now this up here is honey up at the top
A
there.
little bit of nectar at the top.
Very little.
Yeah.
Just trying to, because here we have, see this from here on, Host?
Yeah.
From this side down?
Yeah.
That's all pollen. How'd your chickens like that from yesterday?
They haven't gotten to it. I've had so many robber bees in the neighborhood.
Oh, I'll bet. See, all the wildflowers are gone.
Yeah.
So when Host takes the brood comb down for his
They can't
chickens,
get near it.
they can't get near it.
They
Probably in the evening they can, or at night.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is big. This has been here months and months. So there's just they can't build all this overnight. Now they build fast, absolutely. You guys know that, but not that fast. I mean that's like, and also it takes them quite a while to stain this that dark. You see how white this is? Oh, there's a queen cell right there. They had swarmed already. They probably swarmed the whole
Okay.
shit. Do you see it right there?
Yeah.
That's a queen cell, everybody, right there. And now it's an empty one. It's got a hole in it, so a queen came out and went on a mating flight, mated with Africanized bees, and came back. But they're all Africanized anyway. So this is really light, the wax, beeswax, and this is really dark beeswax. And the only difference is the amount of times that these have been used. Each one of these little cells is a canning jar for bees. All right, as the Killer Bee Nation knows, any of you that are new to the channel, that's what these are all killer bees, and that's what we do. That's all we do. And so, besides look good doing it. So, this has got pollen and nectar in it. Can you see the glistening, Trez, how glistening some of that is? Shiny in there in the cells? Well, that's nectar. Now, when the nectar, the stuff that looks more like flowers stuffed in there, it literally is. That's pollen. When they cap it, when the honey is capped, then it's ready for consumption. So before that, it's nectar. So the difference between nectar and honey is mainly water content and also enzymes that the bees mix. I'm going to cut this up now. I'm going to finish. We have to scrape all this down really good, and then I'm going to try to convince these guys, the owners, Dennis and Kate, to go to Home Depot and get a new, or Lowe's, and get a new cap for it. This is temporary. We're going to coat it with that automotive undercoating, and because it'll mask the pheromones. But if they get a new lid and we'll seal up that hole, then that's even better. Look at all those white things in there. Those are larvae that have not been capped yet. Those are larvae. Those are baby bees. That's the brood comb.
Sorry, they're all not.
It takes them about 3 weeks to hatch. So, Hosh, you're
Sorry,
getting chicken food,
Facebook.
dude.
That camera's aimed
Chicken
aimed
food,
at the wrong.
dude. Like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of Viking here.
A little bit.
Yeah. Delicious stuff. Amazing. Life-giving. So these guys there was so much brood comb here. That's all brood comb. They were kicking out swarm after swarm after swarm, which is what Africanized bees are notorious for. They're just good at it.
Life-giving honey from life-taking bees.
Yeah, getting honey from life-taking bees. Oh, I like that. Yes. That's very nice. We're dragon slayers.
Yes.
That's what Hosh always called us, dragon slayers. So yeah, this is working really well. Now they lit up when we first opened them up. It is really hot, and like we saw the other day, or even up on the church yesterday, when it's this hot, everybody, the bees have an HVAC unit, all right, and it's themselves. In the winter, they can keep the temperature of the hive warm by balling up in the middle of the hive, vibrating and eating honey. Now by doing that, if it's 10 below outside Fahrenheit, they can keep it up to 65 degrees in that hive. Amazing, isn't it? Just amazing. Conversely, in the summer, if it's 115 or 20 out, they have to fan sometimes each cell of the babies to keep them cool, because their house is made of wax. Their home is... Oh, here comes someone's ride.
Who told them I was here?
Huh?
Who told them I was here?
Yeah,
I called it in right before we started the job.
Thanks.
So now we're doing the automotive undercoating, make it very unattractive. Of course, we'll keep it off of the brick. Oh, Hosh is good. And we get off the electrical. Yeah, there's just 2 little electrical things here. That's all that it is. That's it.
So bees, killer bees, they love voids.
Yep.
Wherever they on your property, if you want to try to bee-proof your property,
Yeah.
you got to get rid of the voids on your
Get out the
property.
ladder and the Colt gun. We always say, ladder and Colt gun. Hey, Dennis. Oh, he's got the. Hey, look at that. Dennis is over there watching us cower in fear.
I lost my cap.
Your cap.
Yeah, it popped off.
Oh, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Does anyone see his cap?
It's on his head. No, anyway. What do you think of that, Dennis? Pretty amazing is right. Look at this. Let's go show Dennis. I am shocked, actually. But it happens all the time where they will come and go, and people either don't see it. Now that usually happens when it's like 10 foot up.
Right.
Or 20 foot up. This was all in there.
That was all in there, right.
Isn't that shocking?
Yeah, I'm glad you opened that up.
It blew me away. But like I said, it happens all the time. These are all, where these cells are capped, these are brood cells. This is where they raise the babies. So that's larvae. We don't use that. It's great for chicken food. Yeah, so Hosh's chickens get that. It takes about 3 weeks for the eggs to hatch. I am even amazed. This usually
I was amazed that they could put that much in there.
Isn't it? They can fit the most shit in a tight little space. It's astounding. Just that little tiny box. That deep, not any deeper. Isn't that amazing? And 50,000 bees. It's like a city, like a compact city. It's just bizarre. So what's kind of shocking to me is all this brood comb is a normal behavior for springtime. So they're swarming.
Hi, Mike the Bee Man.
Oh, Mike is on from Texas. Hey, buddy, Mike Sexton.
I'm in the shade so I can see.
He's a buddy of ours in Texas. He set up a channel for us on Roku.
On Roku.
Yeah, called Bee Extreme. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah, you could get you out here, get you in a bee suit, show you how real men do it. Anyway.
Yes, Alicia.
So I am so glad that Dennis and Kate are getting rid of these little monsters, because the kids
Love
coming
you too,
over right
Kate.
here in the backyard, oh my God. The
Yeah.
other hive we snuck up on and raised hell with, we're going to go back over, of course, and make sure the hole is sealed.
Okay.
And all that good stuff. It's really amazing that there's this much brood comb. These guys are swarming and swarming and swarming and swarming. It's just astounding how many they kick out. We have a fan in Sweden, and there are bees over there. They have what are called Nordic bees, and all these bees are native there. Honeybees are native in Europe, Asia, and Africa, not here. And so they have bees. He said their queen bees put out 3,000 eggs a day. And these
We
guys,
will, thank you.
1,500 to 2,000 that I know of, now I've got to do a little more research because Africanized bees are better and faster, obviously, than doing everything. So, there's the welcoming committee. Okay. So, all right, so we're going to start to wrap this up, guys. We're going to go back over to the tree, of course. And Hosh is like, no, I don't want to go back to the tree. Hosh works at a place called the tree. Says, no, I don't want to. So what Hosh is doing here is we coated everything with the undercoating. You guys have seen us do it before. And steel wool on the hole. And then I will tell Dennis, you can hear me here, right? These dogs are barking. I got to tell him to go get a new lid for this. If we have a brush, we can brush these guys out. I told them they can't really let the dogs out until tomorrow, hopefully. And Kate said, well, the dogs, it's so hot out there, just go to the bed and sleep anyway. Kind of like me. Yeah, next to the swamp cooler, huh? All right. Well, let's go back over and see what the tree's doing. Wow, 2 hives in one, everybody. It's weird. You guys know that. It's weird.
Watch your feet right there.
What happened? Ah,
Don't step in the dog shit.
that's a landmine.
Yeah.
Anyway. And what do we have? We got some remnants. Not as many as I thought. Let's take a close look at this. And, oh, there's pollen. Yeah, that's a full-on hive. Do they have another door? That's the problem. See, there's hardly any remnants.
Right.
And there should be a ball of them.
Yeah.
So they got another door. There's another door.
I'm afraid. We didn't see anything on the other side, did we?
No.
Yet.
Well, can you climb up on this wood? I don't trust my hip.
Yeah.
My right hip is still kind of screwed.
Yeah. This is not serving us.
Oh, now we have to do it again.
It's just pushing it out.
Oh, can we break it off and push it back in? Or you know what? Caulk.
Yep.
Let's stuff that new van in and then
Yep.
caulk it. Yep, that's it. That's it. So sometimes, that's so weird because their front door was huge, grand entrance into the palace, and the actual door to get in was so small we couldn't even get an expanding foam tube in there. But we can caulk the living hell out of it. And then that new van will off-gas for 4 months anyway. Will it go back in there?
It will. I'm almost inclined to cut it or something.
You want to put it in and caulk it?
Yeah, that is what I want to do, but getting it in is the
Being a bear.
dilemma.
So obviously clear caulk, everybody goes on white drives, clear, blah, blah, blah.
Hold this thing.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Well, we can get an X-Acto blade and cut it up if need be. Okay. Oh, good call.
Yeah. Okay. I got that going.
There you go. Oh yeah, that's actually really good. So we're entombing them anyway, of course. Now that new van strip will off-gas for 4 months. Are really, really cool. The pesticides they're coming out with now, if they follow it according to label. Read your labels, everybody. Labels the law. They really work wonders, and they're really safe for the pesticide applicator to use, and really bad for anything with 6 legs and an exoskeleton. Bugs. Okay. So this is really looking good here.
All right. There it is.
Wow, that's awesome. Could you take a peek over that edge, please?
You
Make
bet.
sure that they don't have another door, because it makes no sense. You know what it could be, actually? They were already in fanning.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's hot as hell out, and when it's this hot, they have to keep the hive cool. Period. What do you think?
What's up?
I have a bee in my mouth. I had some in my mouth, and it always worries me, of course. Well, that looks good. There's a few remnants.
Yeah, nothing going on.
Okay, nothing on the other side. You know what's happening? We saw this, and I've seen it in years past, but it doesn't usually get this hot for so long. Well, apparently it never has in our recorded. I'm gonna knock a couple down. In our recorded history of the world, it's never been this hot on the planet. On the damn planet, everybody. Ugh, I feel it, and the bees do too. So they have to keep their house cool. They can't. Their house is made of wax. Their baby cribs are made of wax. They're cans. Their canning jars are made of wax. Everything is made of wax that holds anything, and that will melt. And so they have to fan everybody on deck for cooling duty. So they fan their wings to keep air circulating over the baby cells, over the. I mean, production continues. Nectar gets made into honey. Queens lay eggs, etc., etc. Well, queen lays eggs. But the big push for pollination and primarily nectar retrieval, these bees don't care about pollination. These bees have no symbiotic relationship with our native plants here. None. They're just Vikings. They just want to steal it and come back. And they'll go to any lengths to do that, including kill our native pollinators and spread diseases. It's just, these things are horrible for anything in the Western Hemisphere. In Europe, Asia, and Africa, they belong there, but not here. So they're in fanning. It's all hands on deck to cool. And that's why there are not as many bees out in pollination mode. I mean, they're all inside, like we saw in Mescal the other day. All the bees were sitting on the porch, on that fence, right? And they lit up when we walked up for sure, but nobody else came out of the whole thing. They were busy fanning, cooling. So let's go ahead and, yeah, that's a wrap on this. The few remnants that are there will die out. Fascinating stuff, you guys. And of course, we're always learning shit. Now, learning recently about how bad honeybees are for our native environment here, and especially with the Smithsonian on board now about this. Fascinating shit, that's for sure. About how honeybees, of course, we know are invasive. They don't belong here. They are horrible for our native plants, horrible for our native pollinators. We don't need them to live. We're not going to starve. And right in the Smithsonian article, they're not going extinct. They're not even endangered. When they say the bees are going extinct or being endangered, which bees? It's native pollinators. It's not these damn things. Honeybees are invasive. There were no honeybees in the state of Arizona before 1872, period. When they were brought into the East Coast by Europeans in the early 1600s, Native Americans hated the bees so much, they called them white man's flies. That was the nice ones. So it's really an ecological catastrophe that's unfolding before our eyes, primarily because of Africanization. Just horrible. So this is really looking straightforward. We're gonna sweep this up a little bit, and Dennis, this is really good. This looked really good.
Okay.
Really straightforward. We'll meet you around front. All right, very good. Wow. So I've got the paperwork, of course, to give to Dennis and settle up with him and all that. But it's fascinating stuff every day, and especially thank you so much for the Killer Bee Nation for sending us articles and equipment and love and hugs and kisses and thoughts. And anyway.
Lizard. Sorry.
What?
Squirrel.
You've lost your marbles.
Oh, I said lizard.
And so, anyway, it's kind of interesting, isn't it, Host, that even every day with people sending us articles, Killer Bee Nation and whatnot.
Oh, you guys are great. I love those articles.
Expanding our horizons on these things.
It's really good.
Like, I didn't cognize that these honeybees are spreading. They're not only destroying native pollinators on the flowers, they will kill or drive off native pollinators, our beloved bumblebees, which do spread disease also. And they leave diseases on flowers. They're horrible. And through pollinating plants that they're not supposed to pollinate, no symbiotic relationship with any native plants here in this hemisphere, they're destroying our native plants also. Don't keep bees in your backyard. You cannot be an environmentalist and keep honeybees in the Western Hemisphere, period. So there. You can be a bee hugger. What kind of bee, right?
Just hug the right bees.
Hug the right bees. And if you do, if you get a wild hair, get a photo of it, because we're putting out on the
We
page.
love pictures of people
Hugging bees. The
native
bee hugger. We're
pollinators.
talking bee huggers, Dennis. And so bee huggers, of course, people always say, oh, I love bees, I'm a bee hugger. Well, which bees? We always go back to that.
Yes.
And we told all the fans, though, if you're going to start hugging bees, actual native pollinators, get a photo of it, please, and send it to us.
Yes.
Because it'd be like, I love that bumblebee. Ah! And if there's anaphylaxis, better video. Video. Anyway. All right, guys, we're going to sign off. Where are you going? Tress is going, she's like waving or something, doing something weird here. You haven't said a word during the damn thing, have you?
I did. I was speaking softly, so it wasn't like I was on loud. 'cause
Speaking
my face
softly.
is right there.
Thank God, you guys doing something for her. So, is it time for lunch?
Duh! Has the heat got to you?
What time? What time is it, Trez? Lunchtime. Ice cream?
Maybe.
Culver's. Her cooling vest just melted.
I did.
You want to go to Culver's? We haven't been there forever.
I wonder if
Culver's.
they'll recognize. Is that you think she still works there? It's
Dude.
been a long time.
Who? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, our buddy there. I don't know if she's still working. She's gonna do the Culver's dance.
How does it go?
The Culver's dance.
Oh, you're making the letters?
I think you're making airplanes land wrong and crash.
I don't know the rest of it. No, 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 no.
At her age, it's like, excuse me, where's the restroom? Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you so much for signing up and joining on memberships on YouTube. Really appreciate it. And all the love and equipment. You guys are just so overwhelming us with the love and understanding and appreciation of what we're doing. Spreading information and fighting killer bees and making neighborhoods safe everywhere we go. So I'm Reed Booth, a Killer Bee Guy signing off. This is Dennis, our buddy. We made your yard safe, bud.
Thank you.
Yay. And of course we got Trez. You already saw her do her Culver's dance. Hosh, I'm going to leave it to you to wrap it up.
Hey gang, listen, if you've got a water meter box in your backyard and there's bees coming and going out of it, that's the airport, not the city. An established hive has like 50,000 bees in it. Every one of these things is a ticking time bomb. They're going to blow up and hurt somebody. It could be your chihuahua, it could be your daughter, it could be your grandmother. You really want to get rid of your bees. Honeybee Africanization is on the rise all over the United States. Yeah, we've got more saturation in the southern states, but things are ticking up all over the place, and especially with this warmer weather, you're going to see a lot more activity. So call an exterminator and get rid of your honeybees. Later.
Later. TikTok shut itself off because